Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jasmine Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you who are returning, thanks for coming back to watch another one of my videos. All right, guys, so what we're going to do here is we're going to look into what your person is thinking about you, what's going on in your love situation for the beginning of February 2023. I am doing love readings for the month of February because I don't normally focus on those because I've been asked not to for the time being. So we're going to just get some information. We're going to get some messages, inspiration, motivation from the Holy Spirit to see what needs to come through with regards to how your person's thinking and feeling about you. Now remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else who's watching this. Keep your unhealthy ego at the door. And make sure you're honest with yourself and your situation, okay? Because usually when I do these readings, if you are new here, I pick up on 2 different groups. So you know which group you best fall in. All right, Virgo. So let's see how your person is thinking and feeling about you. I am using Valentine's Day playing cards. I know people talk about how this shouldn't be used as tarot or read as tarot, but my guides have asked me to read these as tarot cards, and I do as I am told. I usually have music playing in the background, but for whatever reason, it's not playing. My internet's okay, everything else is okay with the audio, and it's just not playing on my on the website that I use to play my music, so I don't get strikes on YouTube. So unfortunately, Virgo, Virgo and Capricorn are going to have the music today, so hopefully for the next reading for February, you will have it. All right, guys, let's see. How is Virgo's person thinking and feeling about them for the beginning of February? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I just saw the 10 of Cups, some cup energy, water energy. You may be dealing with a water sign. I heard I love you so much it hurts. Okay, we're already getting messages coming through here, Virgo, for your person. All right, here we go. Now remember, this doesn't have to be romantic interest, okay? It doesn't. Well, as I said, Cups energy, 8 of Hearts is 8 of Cups. They want me to read it as 8 of Cups. Here we go. Okay, and then the bottom of the deck is the 6 of Spades, which is the 6 of Swords. All right, I love it when you cook for me. Your person probably is a good cook, or you're a good cook, or both of you are excellent at cooking. So I know Pisceans tend to be excellent cookers. So we have the 8 of Cups, all right? And what's interesting is this card did come out in the reverse, but I will read both groups anyway. But it says in the upright, I love you because you flatter me, okay? She must have said something that just made him like really happy, okay? Maybe she does that little chin thing that Ellen does with Clark or something like that, but maybe somebody's got a cleft, like, what's that, dimple the chin? I was going to say cleft palate. That's not what I want to say. I don't know why that's relevant. Anyway, they're telling you, Virgo, that you flatter them. You say things to them that other people don't say. But what it is that you're pointing out things that other people don't see. That's what I'm getting with this, okay? They love the fact that you know what to say. You have this way about words. And they love the fact that you point out those things that make them feel good about themselves. And yes, we're supposed to be feeling good about ourselves regardless of what anybody thinks, says about us, right? That's part of the journey here, part of self-love. So this person just loves it when they're talking about how good you cook, perhaps, if you've cooked for them or they've cooked for you before. About how brilliant you are, how artistic you are. Maybe your person plays music or something, or you do, or your person plays music or something like that, and they flatter you with like how gifted you are, and playing the guitar, playing the piano, or writing songs or something along those lines. There's something artistic here with this. They talk about, you know, how I'm hearing something about how dedicated you are to your son, your daughter, or something like that. You're giving them these praises But for things that, again, you normally people don't point out. I'm getting that very strongly here, Virgo. Um, so it's, they're really appreciative of this. Now, because I'm reading this as the Eight of Cups, they're feeling like they need to just walk away from what doesn't serve them, walk away from the past, walk away from holding back their feelings, some of them, some of you, your person is walking away from friends, family, their jobs, because it's not for them anymore. They have ascended. For some of you, they have grown a lot, and because of this, you changed them in so many ways by that flattery, by pointing out those things. You don't focus on their flaws. You focus on what is the better qualities about themselves. And even if you point out the flaws, Virgo, you accept them for who they are. And that's what they love about you too. You notice their flaws. It's like there's a song by Callum Scott called Flaws. If you've never heard of that song, listen to it. That's what I'm getting, Virgo, for some of you, how much you love this person, and this person loves you for that. Even though they've made mistakes, even though they may have walked away from you, even though they may have hurt you, or they may have said things to you that they said out of turn and they thought before they spoke, you still give them compliments. You still praise them for certain things because you're still looking at them the way God sees them. And that is absolutely beautiful for those people who do that. And it's not just your person, it's other people too. You see the positive, you see the light in everyone, no matter what they've done, no matter what they've said. That is being a true divine feminine Christ. It's being a true divine masculine as well. When you're able to see the divinity and you see the flaws, but you look past them. Now, it doesn't mean that you tolerate poor behavior, because we all have hiccups, we all have tics, we all have these things that we kind of tend to repeat, and it's like we catch ourselves. We're not perfect, right? But they look at you as flawless for some of you. Some of you, your person cannot find anything wrong with you. And some of you, you can't find anything really wrong with them. Or you pointed out certain flaws, Virgo, and your person realized certain things and they said, there's something about insecurities here. They said to themselves, you know what? Why am I so insecure? Why do I keep repeating this pattern? And maybe you've turned that flaw, that so-called negative quality about them, into a positive thing. You've helped them turn that around. That is huge when you can do that for somebody. So this person's like, you know what? I don't want to be in this environment anymore. I don't want to have these friends anymore. Because I'm getting some of you, your person's friends, they ridiculed them a lot. They made fun of them a lot. They pointed out all the bad things, all the negative things, and not one positive thing would come out of their mouths. To include family members even. I'm sensing a lot of negativity around this person. And what's happened here is, because you're so much more positive, because you are coming from a divine place, they want to be around you more. They want to bask in your sunlight. They want to just revel in your good graces, right? They just see you as this person who's like, even though shit's falling on around, shit's going down outside around them, even though you have made mistakes, Virgo, and even though you kind of, made some poor choices, you didn't let that hold you down. You didn't let that get the best of you, and you utilized that to make you better, and you kept moving forward. You had a change of interest. You said to yourself, you know what, there's something better in life. I'm not going to be repeating these mistakes. I'm not going to be trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm not trying to pretend that I'm someone that I'm not anymore. I'm not continuing to pretend that I'm happy when I really aren't, when I'm really not. I'm going to leave that job. I'm going to leave those friends. I'm going to leave that place that I know is not for me anymore. I've outgrown it. Because some of you, you've done that, Virgo. You're inspiring your person to do the same. Because you followed the path of truth. You followed the pursuit of happiness here. And you said to yourself, I know there's a better life for me. I'm not going to be dating these low vibrational people. I'm not going to be hanging around these low vibrational people. I'm not going to be in these jobs where I'm being undervalued, underrated, understood, misunderstood. I'm going to do what's right for Virgo. And your person, you've been inspiring this person to do this, and they're also walking away from what doesn't serve them, to include holding themselves back from you, to include holding themselves back from expressing how they feel, from not even, from pretending to be happy when they're not, because when you're not around, it affects them. Again, with that flattery, the accomplishments, the praises. I'm hearing from them, this collective here, from your person, they want more of that. And they get that with you. So they're heading towards the 9 of Cups. The 10 of Cups, they're heading towards what they know brings them that true joy and fulfillment. They love being around you. They love spending time with you. All you have to do is just sit there and they feel better because of your high vibrational energy, Virgo, because of the love that you exude. That is what we are here to do. When we have that much love for ourselves and where light is shining so brightly that it affects others in a positive way, you draw these people in. You help them to leave those situations that are not fulfilling them. You help them to trust that God is going to lead them to something better. And when you have the ability to do that, you can change the world. You can change people by how you live your life. When you are living in that light, when you're basking in that light and you're shining that light so brightly. And this is what that person loves about you, Virgo. Now, the others of you, it's a matter of, if you are faking your happiness, if you're staying in karmic situations where you know you're not happy there, you're not happy in the job, you're not happy with dating people just to try to get over your person because you're not talking to, whatever, you're realizing those friends that you have are like, I don't need this. And you know it, Virgo, but you're staying in a relationship, you're staying with the karmic, you're continuing to date people you know are not your person. They don't bring that happiness to your person. They don't bring that happiness your person brings to you. You're in those jobs, you're in those relationships, whatever this is, even the place you're living in. You know it's not for you anymore. And if you're staying in there for the wrong reasons, you're pushing your abundance away. You're pushing the true love from coming in because you're not in vibrational alignment with that. The energy for some of you that's surrounding you, it's not in alignment with what it is you're trying to call in, and you know it. So whatever it is that you're staying in that you know you should not be staying in, it's time to release that. It's time to let go of that. Some of you, you're kind of chasing your person. You're getting caught up in wanting communication all the time. You're wanting them to be around you. You're wanting them to flatter you, talk to you. Remember, you don't need anybody's flattery. You don't need anybody's words of praise. You have to believe that for yourself. You can't base your happiness based on what your person is telling you. You don't need that. You're being codependent on this person to make you happy. And some of you know this. You're being codependent on these things, these jobs, money, whatever this is for you. It's like you're walking away from the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is escapism. It's materialism. It's living in this fantasy world where you think everything's going to manifest when you haven't done your work, when you haven't walked away from the lower vibrational things. When you're not happy, Virgo, and you stay in the whatever it is that's not making you happy, don't expect your dreams to be coming true. Don't expect your heart's desires to manifest because it's not in vibrational alignment. All right. So with the 6 of Swords here, the 6 of Spades, this is things looking up. Things will get better when you walk away from whatever it is that's not serving you. There's sunnier days ahead. And for some of you, your person is realizing, you know what? I'm going to make that transition. I want more peace in my life. I want more happiness in my life. And my person brings that to me. They want to resolve a conflict with you. They want to let bygones be bygones and start over. This is like I'm heading towards my paradise. I'm heading towards my person who makes me, who brings that joy, adds more joy to my life. I want that 10 of Pentacles. I want that 10 of Cups with Virgo. And if I want that, I have to move away from the negative energy. 6 of Swords is moving away from the 5 of Swords. It's what I talked about. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of friendships. It's a waste of a job. It's a waste of, you know, sticking around and having these people just be all negative all the time. And people who try to one-up you, people who try to walk over you, you're inspiring your person to be just, they're done with it because you've done the same thing. And your person wants to move forward with you and say, you know what? I know that you can add to this life that I have. You would make a wonderful addition to my life if you were here all the time. Because other people they've dated, other people, other friends that they had, whatever, they're like, I'm not getting the same effect as I am with Virgo. I'm not. They don't flatter me the way other people do. They flatter me in a way that other people don't. There's something about literally relocating for some of you, because 6 of Swords is travel and 8 of Cups is also relocation. It's travel. Your person's had a change of heart, change of interest. This life that they were once living in a world of confusion, in fantasy and escapism, maybe even drinking, substance abuse, whatever, money, being in friendships and dating people who were just like low vibrational and who were vain or they wouldn't shine their light, or they were like trying to be somebody else. They're like, I'm done with that. And as I said, a lot of them are leaving friends, family, the job behind, where they live behind. Somebody here is literally moving to where you are to start completely over with you. They're traveling to see you. But this is more so because they know that they want you in your life, and that's all that they need. All that they need is your love, your unconditional love, your energy. Because for some of you, energy is really high. And for those of you who are not there yet, and you're dealing with your person, and you're chasing this person, knowing that they're not making you happy, or the job, or whatever it is, or you're wanting this communication, you're just kind of hovering, waiting around for something to change when you know you need to move, you know you need to do something for your life. You got to be the one to make the change if you want to see change in your connection with your person. Change your vibration. Because you got to watch your energies here. You know you need to move forward with your life, Virgo, if you're still getting caught up in these things that you know you're not happy in. Especially if, you know, you're trying to get something out of your person and it's not working. It's not working for a reason. You got to find your own paradise, your own happiness. Okay? So they want me to show, they're having me look at underneath the 6 of Swords is why I was looking. It's the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Clubs. You are my sunshine on a rainy day. See what I said about you make things better by just me being around you. It could be an inferno outside. There could be a hurricane outside. It could like a sunny day, rainy day, right? You bring the light. That's exactly what I was saying. There's that light about you, and they just want to be around that. You don't have to do shit. You could just be sitting in the couch or sitting on a field, just talking shit, and all of a sudden, it's like the person's like, I feel like I'm in heaven. I feel like I'm in paradise with that 6 of Swords. Sunnier days. you bring light to my world here. And this person's like, I can't let this indecision keep me from moving forward towards Virgo. They've had all these plans to come see you, to move to where you are if they're not already moving to where you are. They have all these plans to go after what they know is right for them. And that's what they're doing. They're saying, I'm done. I need to take action. I need to move forward. I need to rectify the situation. Sorry, there's kids literally right outside my window, and I don't know who those kids are, and it's kind of weird. Anyway, I was just wondering what they were doing. So this person's wanting to move towards you, Virgo. But that's when you are living your best life, when you are 9 of Cups, when you are happy. Even without your person being around, even without them communicating with you. And even when you're releasing all those friends, that job, all that stuff, guys, it's got to go. Because this love that you're trying to call in with your counterpart, the true love, the greatest love of all, the agape stuff, if you want to have the love of a lifetime, you're going to have to release a lot of things that don't serve you anymore. Excuse me, throat chakra. Somebody's really been holding back on a lot. They've been holding a lot from you. Let's see how else they're thinking and feeling about you, Virgo. What else is this person thinking and feeling about Virgo? The Hammer. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. They're working on letting go what doesn't serve them. They're walking away from, it's like, you know what? I got to stop sabotaging this connection. They want to rebuild with you, Virgo. This could literally be about building a home, renovating a home with this hammer. Part of the relocation energy that I'm picking up on, okay? They could literally be rebuilding a home. A whole house is being made, built from the ground up. This is also rebuilding themselves so that they can be in a better place to have this connection with this life with you. They know they need to stop sabotaging the connection. Walking away from that too, right? Excuse me. Should have brought some water. They're really like, I need to just get away from this. They've been repeating the same behaviors, right? Could be you too, Virgo. They've been working very hard on themselves, Virgo. But this is also like really letting go of the past and saying the past is in the past. I need to head towards my future. I got to do what's right for me. It's like I need to be persistent with this. I really need to move towards Virgo. Bottom of the deck is addiction. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block and restraint. There it is. Working on their addictions. I talked about moving away from the 7 of Cups, drinking, substance abuse, money, materialism, sex addictions, a whole bunch of stuff this person's got caught up in. They've been really working on healing from that, okay? You can't expect somebody to heal from something in a matter of a day, a month, weeks, years even. It took me years, decades to get to where I'm at, okay? I've been in my connection with my person for 7.5 years. There's a lot that I had to clear up. My person had to clear up more than I did. It takes a while to rebuild things. It takes a while to get into alignment with what the life that we really want, the life that God wants us to have. So this person's been really working on, you know, these really hardcore addictions, obsessions with things. This could be you too, Virgo. they've had a block for a while. And part of that block for some of you is that they sabotage this connection so much. It's like, how am I going to fix this? They want to fix the connection with you, Virgo, but they're trying to contemplate, how am I going to fix this? And here's the thing, they had to work on themselves first. To fix themselves first, to get right first, so that they could be available for you, so they could be right for you. You don't want somebody to come back to you who's still broken. When we're broken, we attract broken people. This is what has to, we have to move away from the brokenness about us. We can mend our own hearts. We're not here to be dragging our hearts on the floor. It doesn't do any good for anybody. And I talked about codependencies, right? Some of you being codependent on your person for your happiness, no. That's not how it works. When you know you're not happy, when you know you're not fulfilled, no job, no amount of money, no relationship, your person is not going to fill that up for you. You do it on your own. I see strong 5 of Cups here, 4 of Cups. But your person has had a huge block because they knew that they sabotaged this connection. There were a lot of codependencies here, a lot of addictions. But they want you to know that they're working on those things. And some of them, they have fixed those things. Because 8 of Cups is here. They've walked away from that type of life. I'm sabotaging my own life, is what I'm hearing from your person. Why am I doing this? I want to rebuild. I want to regrow. I want to build a new life with Virgo, starting from the ground up. They really want to work on this relationship here. Top of the deck is the engagement ring. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Some of you are very close to union. If you are in alignment with this, if you've already walked away from what doesn't serve you, you literally lost a whole bunch of stuff. You've made room for this connection. Your person did sabotage the connection, but they want to fix it. They want to rebuild, and they want to show you they're incredibly serious by offering some very serious, solid, stable commitment to you. They want this partnership. They want this 2 of Cups. They want the lovers. They want you to know that they're going to give you this ring. Because as I said, with that energy about you, I just need to sit next to Virgo or be in Virgo's presence, and I just feel euphoric. Virgo doesn't have to say anything. They don't have to do anything but just sit there. Because some of you, your light, your aura, the energy that surrounds you is magnetic. It's like Queen of Wands. It's inspiring. It's beautiful. You radiate this light. And it's just, again, sunshine to a rainy day. You walk into a room and it lights up. People are like, who the heck is that? Where is that energy coming from? This person wants to be around that all the time. And in order for them to be around that all the time, they know, I've got to marry this person. I'm not going to date them because I run the risk still. Someone coming in, souping up my girl or something like that, right? This person's serious here. Look what's underneath the addiction card. It's the wedding rings card. You see what I mean? Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. They see this connection for what it is. That it's an eternal love. It's like, this is the love that I've needed the whole time. And they want to definitely fix this. It's here, top of the deck, and right underneath the bottom here, marriage. They want to marry you, I told you. Union. For those of you who are in alignment with this, Can't be Debbie Downer. You had to have left that life behind that you were living when you met your person in order for you to come into union. The jobs that you were having, maybe even the area you were living in, the friends that you were having then when you met your person, that cannot stay with you when you come into union with your person, guys. It cannot. It's part of your old life. It's part of the old you. It's part of that your old 3D world. So if you're still in those things, guys, you know that you have to let go, break those relationships off, leave that job, leave that house, start working towards that. Because the energy is not there for union to happen between you and your person, because it's stagnant energy, it's stale energy, it's negative energy. You have to release the old to let the new come in. It's like you cannot put new wine into old wineskins, right? Let's see how else your person feels about you. What else, Holy Spirit? How else does Virgo's person feel about them, think about them? What else do you want us to know? Holy Spirit, Archangels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Frigid. Chilly, cold personality, cold-hearted, getting iced out, not happy. Situation needs time to thaw. I get a couple of things. This is like King of Swords, Queen of Swords in the reverse, the Shadow King and Queen of Swords. So here's the thing. Sabotaging the connection because they had all these addictions. They had all these issues, right? They were being controlled before. They were trying to control the situation, and they just had a cold heart because they were burned. Somebody sabotaged the relationship before you. They got iced out. They had this cold heart because someone screwed them over pretty badly. And it led to addictions. It led to all these restraints. It led to this life of unhappiness. And they sat there thinking, well, this is the life I'm going to live. Nobody's going to be able to fix that. I can't fix it. It is what it is. Until you came around, it's like, what are you doing? This is not the end here. If you want to change, you got to be the change. You have to understand what it is that you're doing that's not making you happy. Why are you continuing to do things that don't make you happy? And accept it that way. Everybody has the right to abundance. Everybody has the right to happiness. It's up to us to be happy. We don't rely happiness on somebody else. And your person had this they probably sat in the house all the time, sitting on a couch or sitting on a chair, just like, whatever, maybe super introverted, but introverted because of what happened in their previous life, their past. They're like, whatever, man, I'm not going to be giving my heart to anybody. Everyone keeps like stepping on me. Everyone keeps insulting me. Everyone's pointing out the wrong things, the disappointments. You disappoint me is what I'm hearing. Everybody's like, this, and that. And it turned this person to a cold person. And if you're still dealing with that person, Virgo, if they're being cold towards you, you need to walk away from that. If you're trying to control them, trying to get them to do something, trying to get them to say to you how they feel, well, just tell me your problems. I'm here. And if they don't want to do it, you leave them alone. You cannot force anybody to say anything. So for those of you who are resonating with that part, if you're chasing somebody who's like Fort Knox here, and they're not letting you in, you're being codependent. You're thinking you can save them. Virgo, you can't save them. You guys are all about service, and it's beautiful, but you can't save everybody. You got to save yourself. And when you get to that high vibration, then your person's going to see you. They're going to feel you, be like, oh, this is different. And you inspire them to fix themselves. You inspire them to work on their problems, to rebuild their life. You cannot fix anybody's problems for them. You cannot learn somebody else's lessons. You cannot live somebody else's journey, somebody else's path. You got to do your own. And you cannot fix them. You do that by being your true divine self and you doing you. You fulfilling your cups, your happiness, okay? So if you're dealing with somebody who's not showing you they love you, they like you, they're not talking to you about how they feel, right? They haven't said it yet, leave them alone. You're being codependent, Virgo, when you do that. You're stemming from a place of trauma. Some of you have abandonment issues. You need to feel validated by people telling you nice things, telling you how beautiful you are, how smart you are. Oh, I love you. Oh, I feel much better now. But that's because you don't have any love for yourself if you're doing that. So when you turn around and you start loving yourself, you walk away from this person. This is also other people who are very cold-hearted, have very cold personalities. You don't want to be around that, Virgo, because that does affect your abundance. It does affect what you're attracting because you're pulling in that energy. So if you're dealing with somebody who's not talking to you about how they feel and stuff, no, and they're closing you off, leave them alone. They're dealing with addictions here. They're trying to escape through unpleasant means, through ways that are not for their highest good. It's like devil energy. You got to let them work on that. Okay? The others of you, your person's not happy with how they treated you. They acted very cold towards you. They were frigid. They were like, no, I'm not letting you in here. I don't want to talk about things. I don't want to express how I feel. Some of you have actually caught them with their pants down, meaning you realized that they had addictions. You pointed them out. You ended up calling out their flaws, but you weren't utilizing that to your advantage. You weren't utilizing that to insult them, to belittle them, to berate them. Like, oh, you have a problem drinking, you're such a piece of shit, you know, like, you got problems, like, you know, this and that, you're low life, you're never going to make anything out of yourself because you drink or you do drugs or something. Some of you didn't do that. If you're doing that, stop. You're not coming from a divine place if you're saying that to somebody. But some of you called out some of the flaws in your person, but you wanted to help them to see it, to work on it, to help them to fix it. You probably offered, I can help you. But when they didn't accept your help, some of you got it and said, you know what? Okay, I'm walking away. But that's because they needed to fix themselves. They needed to help themselves. So some of you, your person was not happy with the fact that they iced you out, that they were acting very, very standoffish toward you, very cold. And because you saw the truth, you said the truth to them, you saw the flaws, but the flaws that were due to these addictions, due to these negative energies, the insecurities or whatever it is. You saw that about them, Virgo, and you tried to get them to see that for themselves, that they didn't need to continue to do whatever it was that they were doing. That was not for their highest good. And they didn't like that initially. And they just stopped talking to you. They walked away from you. The communication stopped because you caught them. You pointed out those things that you know that they didn't want to do, that they shouldn't have been doing because it was detrimental to their health, their well-being, that they were escaping, that they were lying to themselves, that they were pretending that they were fine and just drinking their sorrows away or whatever, smoking their sorrows away, whatever you want to call it, gambling their sorrows away type of thing. And you called them out on it. And they iced you out even more. But what your person didn't realize was that you were trying to get them to see that they were coming from a low place. that because everything that was going on in their lives was because they were living a life of coldness, of unhappiness, and they were attracting that to their lives. And they're not happy with the way that they treated you. Because at the end of the day, you still praised them for what they were good at. You still saw the good in them, the way God sees the good in all of us. And even though that they didn't tell you thank you, they didn't say, you know, I appreciate what you said. I didn't tell you how I felt about you. You were still giving me unconditional love. You were still coming from a place of love. That's what unconditional love is. That's what a true divine feminine does. She doesn't waste her time like trying to chase him, trying to get him to say something, trying to get him to fess up. No. She attracts that by being in her light, being that inspiration for the person to be able to come back around and say, oh, well, now I need to talk to Virgo. Now I need to see things differently. Now I need to see what is important in my life. So this person's very, very unhappy that they left you out in the cold. They treated you that way. They're also very unhappy that they didn't express how they felt when they had the chances. And they're going to tell you this. I didn't tell you I loved you. I didn't tell you how I felt about you because I was still not happy with my life. I was still bittered by what happened. Because remember, somebody sabotaged a connection before you. Somebody beat them up. But they allowed it. So now this person's like, I cannot be doing this anymore. I cannot hide how I feel anymore. I can't be unhappy with how I treated Virgo before. I need to do something about it. I can't continue to be this cold-hearted person and just be standoffish and not allowing the love to let it come in. Because again, the love from you is all that they really need. They're starting to realize they don't need money. They don't need cars and homes and these prestigious jobs and things like that. They don't need some sort of status. They've tried to have all that. Maybe they've had all of that, and that was part of the Seven of Cups. And it's like, well, I'm still not happy. But when I'm around Virgo, just them being there, everything changes. Reckless, acting recklessly, getting lit, highly volatile relationship personality, use precautions and protection. See, somebody acting reckless, getting lit, the drinking for some of you, being impulsive, like doing things their way or not understanding the consequences of their actions. It's what got them. This is also for those of you, be very careful if you're still continuing to pursue somebody who's very standoffish and who's just like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to deal with you right now. Stop bombarding me with text. Stop talking to me so much. Stop trying to force me to make a decision. Stop trying to get me to say something to you. Virgo, you're adding more fuel to the fire when you do that. Why? At the top of the deck. Shaking your head in disbelief, frustrated, annoyed, focused on the solution rather than the problem. This person was focusing on the problem rather than the solution. And some of you are doing the same. This person's down on their knees. Why did I act this way towards Virgo? Why did I not say how I felt? Because when they were with you, they felt like they were at ease. They could open up to you. They probably did at the very beginning. And then they shut down because they were afraid. Because they didn't want to open their heart up again because it got obliterated before. So they're like, why? Why'd you have to go away? Because I'm missing you every day. Oh my God. Who sings that song? You had to go away, got me missing you every day. Every day I'm missing you. Who sings that? Oh, Lord. Oh my God, somebody help me out. If that song comes up, I'm gonna freak out. Who sings that? It's gonna bother me. Hopefully it comes to me soon. 112 maybe? No. It's a group like 112. Oh man, I'm hearing the guy. Anyway, I have to keep going. But if anybody recognizes the song that I said, you can put in the comments. I know it's an R&B group. I know that much. I think is it 112? I think it's 112. Anyway. Maybe the title is Why. Anyway, that's how they're feeling, okay? But it's like, why did I do that to Virgo? Why did I not say it? Why did I act like that towards them when every time they were around me, I did not feel this way with anybody else? They should have trusted in their intuition. They should have trusted in their feelings when they were around you. And they kept sabotaging it. So let's see what else. Virgo's person, Holy Spirit. What else can you tell us about how they're thinking and feeling about them? Please and thank you. I forgot to mention there is going to be an 18 plus extended. I'll talk about that in a little bit after I pull my last card. Whoa. There's the engagement card. There it is again, Virgo. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I don't have to say anything else. We all know what that is. And look what's at the bottom of the deck. Holy shit balls. You cannot make it up. Look, the top of the deck here, you know what I showed you. This is amazing. It's twice. You're getting married, Virgo, to this person. They're being very serious about this. So serious that they're going to go straight to the engagement, to the marriage. They want a family with you. They want to marry you. The situation involves marriage. This is also telling me that because they had sabotaged this connection, because they were so like Fort Knox, I'm not letting anybody in, because in a previous relationship, in a previous marriage, they were dealing with a cold-hearted person. They were dealing with a Queen of Swords in the reverse. They were dealing with someone who was very controlling and very manipulative, very possessive. That person sabotaged their marriage. I'm hearing almost like left them for dead. And you see how this guy's face, he's not happy. She's like, look at her face. She looks suspicious. It's like your person married, your person's ex married your person for some other reason other than love. There was a backhanded move for somebody in this marriage. Marrying for money, marrying into the family's wealth, perhaps for some of you. I mean, look at this guy. He's dressed up. He's a wealthy dude. And she's like, yeah, I got it in the bag. I'm marrying this guy because this guy's family's got money. This family is very well known or something, or very prestigious family, whatever. And she's like, yeah, look at this. We're married now. I'm going to benefit from this, and I'm going to be able to whip this guy into shape. I'm going to be able to control this person and live this life the way I want it. Ouch. So some of you, your person was in a marriage like that. That's why they were acting like this towards you, or they're still acting like this towards you now, guys. You got to give them time to defrost. Like when you defrost chicken or a shrimp, frozen chicken, or you're defrosting something in the microwave, right? Got to give it time. But you can't put it in the microwave. With this guy, This person you're dealing with, Virgo, whatever relationship they were in, this is not you putting them into the microwave and having them defrost and everything's gonna be fine and dandy. This is not what this is. They're gonna really have to work hard on this to heal from this connection, this previous relationship. But for those of you who they've done the work, they've healed from this very toxic marriage relationship. They see you very differently and they are so serious about engagement and getting married. This has been coming up for months, guys. For months. Spirit is not playing here, is what I just heard. This is your soulmate. See? Some of you are doubting, well, why is he acting like this towards me? Why doesn't he say anything to me yet? Because that's how it's supposed to go, guys. You're supposed to learn lessons from this. Your person doesn't have to tell you all day, every day that they love you. They don't. Top of the deck. This keeps coming up. You deserve love. Everybody deserves love. Even the cold-hearted, stoic, rigid, standoffish people. That's what heals us. Not hate, not putting out negativity towards these people. Some of them had very hard lives. Some of them went through a lot of trauma. You can't expect most people who've gone through a lot of that to be all happy and dandy. Some of them have been able to do it, but not everybody. And your person's one of them. But when you send them unconditional love, when you see the light within them, when you see the way God does, and you don't focus on their mistakes, you don't focus on how they treated you, you be the example of how you should be treated. And you set the example by how you treat other people. And then this person will start to thaw out. Watch. It's all based on you. It's all based on your behavior. It's all based on your light. It's all based on how you express yourself and how you live your life. If you're going to be divine, you're going to be distorted. So after this, I'm going to do the extended, but I'm going to pull, for those of you not going to the extended, I'm going to pull a guidance card for this connection with the Lover's Oracle. And it took out a candle, guys. Do not let this person dim your light. The flame just went out. This is your person. This is not your run-of-the-mill connection, guys. It's not. Some of you, you know this. Those of you who are in alignment and you're in the other group, your person's coming in with a ring for damn sure. Especially if you've been getting the engagement ring or marriage or any other messages, especially if you get the message cards about marriage or something in my other decks and that I'll do in the extended, it's definitely here. Union is definitely here for those of you who are ready. You've already walked away from this person. You're already living your best life without your person. You've already left everything in your old world behind. Because now you make space for the greatest love of all time. That takes a lot of space, guys. And it requires you to let go of practically everything. We have several cards. So the 18 plus reading, okay? We're going to pull from the Tarot or Sexual Magic deck what your person is healing from sexually. We're going to get some really, really, really dirty cards. Their deepest, darkest fantasies towards you. I mean, Valentine's Day is coming up. I mean, there's some dirty cards here. If you haven't seen my other extendeds, ooh. They're like, well, there's one of them, right? But they're way, way dirtier than that. I mean, these decks are awesome. So I'm going to be pulling some of those cards. I have 3 decks that are very, very, very dirty. And then we're going to look into what is, 4 decks actually. What is happening next in your connection with your person For some of you, it's freaking union and it's engagement. You're going straight to getting engaged to this person because this person is like, I'm not doing the dating thing. I'm not. I need this person to be officially mine. This is how serious this person is, like Christian Grey type of shit. And after that, like I said, we're going to look into what's happening next in your connection, and we're going to pull my message cards to see what else they want to say to you. So we have my beloved. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. You're always in union in the 5D, guys. Always. You got to be in alignment with that. You have to believe in that. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. And the clearing of the heart chakra is the gateway to having everything, to include permanent union. It's 55. And 55. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart desires, and you deserve love. Every person deserves love. We do not have the right to say that nobody deserves love. That's shit. You are not operating from Christ consciousness if that's what you truly believe. And you definitely cannot have permanent union if you're thinking your person or other people don't deserve love. I do not believe that at all. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. There's joy all around you, even though the circumstances that you're in, guys. If you don't know my story, I lost my house. Even my cat's not with me. She's with my sister in North Carolina. I lost 90% of everything I've ever owned in my life. I'm living in one of the rooms in my parents' house. And my car is on the brink of dying too. But I found my joy. It was hard as balls, but I found it. I still have my life. I still have my health. I still have my son. He's here with me. My cat's still with my sister. I have my mission work to do. I have the space to continue to do my work. I have a roof over my head. I have food to eat. I have clothes on my back. I get to still have warm showers every day. I get to have fun conversations with my son and my parents. You get the point. Joy is always there regardless of the circumstances that you are in. Freedom, there is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. It's like that song by George Michael. You gotta give what you take. Freedom starts with you. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. We were talking about this, Virgo. Don't go after people. Why aren't you telling me how much you love me? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you being such an asshole? No. That is not a divine feminine. You're putting more negativity out there. You want to attract more of that? I don't think so. Love and accept each other as you are, to include the flaws. Sacred union. Wow. That's 3 times. Actually, that's probably 5 times if you want to count the engagement and wedding cards. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. It's a sacred connection, guys. This is not a romantic connection. It's of a higher caliber here. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best, because it will when you trust in it, when you have faith, when you let the person go, when you work on you. And remember, relationships reflect our inner wounds. So if you're still broken and you're still wounded, guess what? You're still attracting a broken and wounded person. That's how it works. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to focus on yourself. We talked about this, Virgo. I'm telling you, I've been through this. The life that you end up living is something that you won't be able to fathom. The freedom that you have, the joy and the bliss that you have in your life, even when you don't have your person, even when you have very, very, very little. When God sees you can be happy with all of that stuff, you have no idea what he's going to bring to you. It's the same thing that happened with Job. He lost everything. He even got seriously sick. I think he had all these boils and stuff all over his body. He was like, okay, God, I'm still here. Thy will be done. I still praise you. I still have faith. I still have trust. I'm going to get myself out of this. You're going to get me out of this. I'm going to come through. This too shall pass. And what does God do? He blesses Job with even more than what he had. Way better than what he had. Because he saw that Job was still faithful. He saw that Job still found some sort of joy in his circumstances. That is what God will bless you with, Virgo, when you are able to learn how to do that. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Yes, that's homework for some of you. Why are you criticizing yourself and your person, other people? Why are you not happy? Why are you relying your happiness on somebody else or some other job or money or something like that? Why? Why? Again, why? Ask yourself, what is causing you? Where did that card go? I know we saw it. Oh, did I put it up here? Yeah. I put the top of the deck here, see? Ask yourself, why? What is causing you to feel this way? Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. This in your heart space does not bring in divine things, Virgo, if you still have this in your heart. It doesn't. The heart chakra is the gateway to having everything when you have it completely free and clear of all negativity. Why are some of you so bittered? It's not going to help you, Virgo. It won't. Anyway, Virgo, I really do hope this helped you. I'm going to move on to the extended now. We're going to have a little bit more fun in the extended. We can also start determining what addictions and obsessions your person may have with sexually as well. Because some of them do have some sort of sex porn addictions or whatever. And again, what we're going to look into what they're healing sexually, what's happening next, and what they really want to say to you with my message cards. So the link for the extended is in the description box below. If you have any questions about that, if you have any issues, please let me know. Okay? My email's in the description box as well. So this could very well help you understand what your person is dealing with, especially if they got these addictions here, because addictions do come out in those readings. To try to have you to have a little bit more compassion and sympathy for this person, because some of you, your person's going through a shit ton of stuff. Can't judge them for that. Can't judge, period. Not as a divine feminine. If you're calling yourself a divine feminine and you're having resentment and you're judging and you're forcing people to tell you things, ask yourself why you're doing that. Because you're coming from a distorted place. A divine feminine won't do any of those things. So some of you, you think you are divine, which you really are, but you're not operating as one. You're not in alignment with that. You got to reintegrate that and embody that in your everyday life. If you want your person to come back around, if you want permanent union, you want this engagement, you want to marry them, you've got to be that energy. You got to be in union with it. You got to be in alignment with it. And that's coming from a high vibrational place. So that being said, I'm going to move on to the extended, guys. But if I'm not going to see you there, thank you so much, Virgo, for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today, and always I send you so much love. And I hope I illuminated your well-being today. And this is Jess from Capella Wellness. starring out.